right, we're out here with the boys from Othello today again. They got some more cars for me. And look at this baby they brought. Oh, man. This thing means business. So this is your drag car?
Yeah, we had no intention of modifying it anymore because the setup is pretty much sold. And my next setup is what I'm really worried about. But, I mean, there's so easy to work with. Why not? We just made some purchases and we put them on and we made it out here.
Well, it looks good. Looks like it's got a lot of good stuff on it. So see what she'll make today. Very clean. I like it. All right, got the drag car on the dyno. The setup on this consists of built short block, FP black, custom rotated setup, big injectors. I believe these they look like 1650, so we got 1650 injectors. The car also has meth injection, so I'm debating on if I want to use that system or not for the E85 too. He wants to. We don't really do that a whole lot. It's not really needed in my opinion in most situations, but I'm going to keep an open mind today and I'm going to see if there's any benefits to it. I'm going to try to work with him as much as I can on this to get him what he wants, but this car should do really well. It's got a lot of good parts on it. The limiting factor though will be the cylinder heads on this car. It has stock 2-liter cylinder heads, so I got my work cut out for me on those, but I'm going to do the best I can and see how much we can get out of this car today. He wants to get this thing in the 9s. We'll see if we're going to get enough power to do that. Definitely think it'll be a 10-second car pretty easily, but we're going to see what we can do. So here we go. So we've done a couple pulls so far and we're having some issues with the meth system not kicking in. So we're getting some detonation. So we're trying to troubleshoot it right now, trying to see what's going on with the meth injection and why it's not kicking on. But kind of scary when the meth doesn't work, you can lose the motor. So it's generally why I'm not a big advocate of meth kits, but we're gonna try to get this figured out. Either way, we have E85 today, so if we have to ditch the meth, we can go E85. We're still gonna make power, but we're going to troubleshoot it here a little bit and then we're going to come back. I'm out here tuning on the dyno. Look who come out to visit. What's up, guys? It's Jeff. I don't know if you guys remember Jeff's car, but we'll go take a look real quick and I'll show you guys here. This is one that we built a long time ago and it's a beast. Can't really tell by the outside. He likes his sleeper life. You know, it just looks like your normal red 15 plus, right? Well, show you guys under the hood real quick. Hey Jeff, pop the hood on this bad boy. Yeah, she's got a lot of show, but she's also got a lot of go. Oh yeah.
Stock turbo.
Stock turbo, right?
Stock turbo.
Yeah, this car makes well over 700 wheel horsepower on my dyno last time I tuned it, and he's been loving it. Hasn't had any issues with it. He's out mobbing it around. He's actually trying to go Motec now because he wants some pops and bangs.
Hell yeah, man.
So we might do a little update and do some Motec on it. I don't know. We'll see. But how's the car been?
Great.
Yeah. You lost anybody yet?
No.
I wouldn't.
Gear still rips it, spin.
I wouldn't expect that. It's got a lot of power. So I think the only loss you ever took was to me, huh? That one night with the Forester.
I was spooked that first night.
Yeah, he was still learning the car. He wasn't ready for it, but yeah, he's had some time in it now, and yeah, he's definitely probably a lot better at driving it than he was, I imagine. So he just stopped by to say hi. Come by. He brought me a Thai tea, but no sugar for me anymore, so can't drink that. But I'm looking forward to. He's got some sausages that his family market does, so I'm all down for those. You have to bring those next time.
Next up.
Yep. All right, well, we're gonna get back to tuning on the dyno. Just want to show you guys real quick. A little blast from the past came by, said hi, and he's a subscriber to the channel. So
Subscribe, you guys.
yeah, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. You heard the man. So let's get back to tuning. So we're troubleshooting the meth kit right now. So the way these systems work is there's a boost reference line that comes from the manifold and goes to the controller unit here to tell it when to turn on. You can see you have your turn on and turn off. And with that signal, that's how it knows to start spraying. And what we noticed is we did a self-test on the kit, and the kit does work. We can see the engine die at idle. But when we're doing boost, the light inside's not getting brighter. So pretty sure the issue is going to be with the boost reference line here. So we're going to get this fixed and then see if we can get this meth spraying, because without meth, it ain't going to live very long at this level. All right, so what we found is there's the boost reference line I was talking about from the controller goes to the manifold. Well, it was an easy, honest mistake. When it got routed behind all this, when the car's put together, it was pinched. So that would explain the feedback knock and what we're experiencing. So now that we actually have working methanol, we should see a big difference. So yeah, I think it's gonna jump up quite a bit, but it's probably gonna be a little rich on the first pull now because the meth wasn't there. So I'll have to pull a bunch of fuel out of the map to anticipate the meth coming in, but power should go up pretty substantially. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't throw more boost without octane though. You got to have the octane first. That's the key. So otherwise, all these nice shiny parts in here aren't going to be worth much. So, all right, we're going to get back going again and see if we can make some more power. All right, we just got done with the pump and meth. We had a few issues. We fixed the meth kit and got it turned on and made a lot more power, but we ended up maxing out the nozzle size for the meth kit he's using. We cranked it up as far as we could, and it was able to get us to about 440 to the wheels and 406 wheel torque at 27 pounds of boost. So we started to pick up a little bit of feedback knock when we tried to go further. So we just don't have enough meth. We'd need a bigger nozzle and we don't. So now we're just gonna put the good stuff in it. Is what we should have done in the first place, but that's my opinion. But we're gonna put the E85 in there, and now it's time to party because E85 never disappoints. So we're gonna switch that out, drain the tank, get the E85 in it, and then we're gonna keep going and see what this thing will really make. All right, guys, well, we got to basically a max out point on E85 for right now because the boost won't go any higher because the springs in the wastegate are too small. So we're gonna see if we can find a 4-port to get this thing more boost, but this is at 29 PSI. I did 470 right now on E85, so car's doing great. Curve looks awesome, but we just need more boost. So we're gonna come back to this one and get on to the next one. All right, so we got the next one on here. Tell us a little bit about this one.
It's an only stock rebuild. It's just, rebuilt hands, balance block, but it's not much. It's got a stock turbo with the low gate, external wastegate, iOS inlet, intake, downpipe exhaust. It's fancy new top liner cooler. And it's going to do pump gas there in the 85.
What injectors?
250X's.
All right.
Overall 255.
And what year is this one?
2013, right?
So VF52, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, these ones do really good on E85. You're gonna be happy. The torque numbers on this one are gonna be good. So as long as you got the clutch for it, then.
Oh, he does. Yep.
All right.
He's got the fork, he's got the pivot ball, everything.
All right, cool. Well, we're gonna do some E85 and pump gas on this and see how much torque we can make today. I have a feeling we're gonna get to that 400 torque number, which is up there quite a ways. So, all right, we're gonna get started on this one. So we're putting the map sensor on there and look who shows up. That charger chick, if you guys want to follow her on Instagram. But I have a feeling she won't be driving. See if I'm right. Who's driving this? Yep, I called it. E-Man from the internet.
DoorDash?
Oh, nice. I was just thinking about that too. So yeah, DoorDash, if you guys need. Charger chick on Instagram. Manu18STI on Instagram too. Here, let me get the Instagram on here for people. Give a follow.
Yeah. Like, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell.
Well,
That's important. All right, well, we're gonna get back to here. We're gonna eat a little bit of food and see what we can get. So got E85 in it, started getting the tune dialed in, and we're running out of fuel. We're ejected duty cycle is like at 100% right now. There's just nothing behind it. So the fuel pump is for some reason nosing to over. If you look at the dyno graph, the red line is the AFR, it's just screaming all the way up, and that's after me trying to add a ton of fuel. So something's wrong with the fuel pump. I'm not sure, but we're gonna have to see if we can take it apart and look at it.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
But we're gonna pull the back seat, drain the tank, get the pump out, see what's going on, because we definitely want to get these guys done because they drove a long way. So we're gonna take you through and take you with us on this fuel pump uninstall. So hang tight. All right, we're pulling the fuel pump out right now. We're gonna see what's going on, and hopefully we can figure out what's up with this girl. So we think it's an AEM 340, but we're not 100% sure. So we're gonna pull this out. The modules on these cars are kind of tricky because they're not like the traditional cars that just have a hanger. They're actually a module, and you'll see here in a second, they're a little complicated. There's a lot that can go wrong on this setup. There it is. You can see it's a whole module. You can't even see the pump because it's inside that module. So we're gonna take it out here on the bench and we're gonna take it apart, or actually we'll just come right here. Probably is a good spot. So these things come apart in two pieces. Oh, there you go. There's your problem. It's a Walbro. And it's crammed in there. See that filter sock, how it was crammed up like that? It was restricting the pump. That's the issue. So definitely found the issue there. Yeah, it's definitely not going to work because when this sock, you see the angle on it, it's just crammed in there and it's basically restricting the pump. And that's why we heard that noise when it kicks on high, because it just can't suck enough fuel. So what we're going to have to do is figure something out here, and we're going to have to, what do you think? What do you want to do? Do you have a different sock for it?
Remove it.
Well, if we remove it, the only problem is it's not going to have anything to hold it up in there. It could fall down.
The pump?
Yeah. Because
What if
typically you're supposed to have the AEM 340 because it locks into the tangs inside the hanger and doesn't allow it to fall out. This Walbro, you can just pull it right out. It's not made for that hanger. That explains a lot.
What is that?
It's a fuel pump. You got a wire, I think.
That's right.
Yeah, catching.
I hate that thing right
Oh man.
The little ground.
there. Yeah,
It's not too bad.
mine, for whatever reason, was melted together.
Oh
Like
man.
because someone broke the tabs.
Yep. So that looks all good. Like that spacer and that O-ring setup's fine, but the sock is our issue. So.
Anyway, we can just, so it keeps the space, trim it from here, no sock. It'll
Oh.
use this to stay up, and it'll have more enough room to breathe. We could probably even notch.
So what you do is, we've done this in the past. We put 450s in these hangers.
Yeah.
And
Oh shit.
you have to put a spacer under the pump to sit on the bottom of the housing to hold it up. You can't rely on the inlet of this sock to sit on the bottom, because then you're doing the same thing. You're starving it. It can't suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the only option you really have is to pull the sock off and then put a small nut, usually a nut, between the bottom of the pump on this side to hold it to the bottom and then put it together. But the only thing is, you're not going to have a filter anymore. So you need to be aware that whatever gets in your fuel system could go into your injectors. So
Well, here's where we're at. 4.5 hours away. We need to leave with a tune. We can replace this pump any day of the week.
yep, you guys, when you get home, you could do it.
Yep.
But as long as we have it where it's flowing correctly for me and I can tune it properly, then that's all I care about for today.
Perfect. So I'll hold it in there with my hand.
Yeah. You want to just hold it in there?
I'll just filter it like this.
Yeah, so for now, I guess we have to pull the filter off, and we'll just put a nut under there as a spacer and put it back together.
Can I have a nut?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Can I have a nut?
The things we do to make power.
Needs a 450. 450 everything.
So a lot of people would say put a 450 in it, but there's another problem with that. Stock regulator, stock return. You wouldn't be able to return enough, and your base pressure would be like 90 at idle. So we can't do that either, unfortunately. So we're going to put a nut in there and take the filter off and then see if it makes a difference. All right, well, check this out. Stock turbo, stock motor and turbo. You happy? E-Man, you approve?
That's a nice power.
All right, well, this one's done, so we're gonna get on to the next one. All right, so the Forester is going back on. Redemption this time, is it gonna work out? Closed loop and boost, that's all we want, right?
Yeah, all of it.
All right. How much you trying to get on this one?
I'd be happy to see 4. Whatever it
Whoa!
wants to give us.
Woo! Woo! He's going for it, guys. What do we got? Okay, I see something right now that tells me it's gonna do it. See that little green tag on the turbo? FP green? That's what's up. Good choice.
Yes, sir.
FP green. It's one of my favorites. All right, let's get this thing on there. So the Forester is ripping. She's making great power. She's an animal. She's all over the dyno, and then we run out of fuel. Again, fuel seems to be the name of the problem today, right?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So we're at 360 on E85, and injectors are maxed out, and it's just leaning out. So fuel pressure is not doing what it's supposed to do, so we got to figure that out.
The wrench, that one.
So down here, the
Okay.
fuel pressure regulator, the hose that goes to the reference is actually pinched under this overflow tank. So that would cause basically the exact problem that we're having. So we're gonna fix that, and hopefully that's it. That'd be great.
Yeah, this is why we showed up an hour late. We actually blew this line right here. So at 4 in the morning, we got a line on there, bled the system, and hard to see at night.
Man. Well, we're gonna get this thing fixed and see what happens. So here's where we're at so far. We're at 380 on E85, and we're still running out of fuel. Fuel pressure regulator pinch line helped a little, but still not there. So they got to drain this tank and pull this pump out, and we're going to see what we find on this pump now. So they know this pump's a little old. So luckily they brought a lot of parts with them, a bunch of new parts anticipating issues. So we're going to swap this out with the brand new fuel pump, and then we're going to come back and see if we can get it. Boy, it's been a hell of a day, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, worth it though. Worth it.
Yeah, I will say you guys are the most prepared group that I've ever seen. So when this is all over at the end of the day, we're going to talk a little bit. So we're going to switch these pumps out, or this pump I should say, and then come back. Here we get a little reaction. What do you think?
Badass.
There you go, right there. The smile says it all. He's still smiling. Look at him. Well, we're going to get this new fuel pump in here, and we're going to keep going. All right, so you guys just went and drove the hatch that was a stock motor, stock turbo E85 car I got done. So what do you think?
Whole different car. Whole different car. Like way beyond what I expected. To be
Really?
honest.
Fast enough for you?
Oh, definitely. It's fun. It's a fun ass daily.
Right on.
No.
Yeah, did you guys play with anybody out there?
Show me GT350.
Oh, how'd that go?
Gave him a little fun.
Oh, nice. Right on. Well, glad you guys like it, and just maintain it. It should last a long time.
Awesome. Oh yeah.
All right, guys. We got Charger Chick / E-Man rolling out. That thing's clean. More fuel pump action. All right, so let's see what we got.
So the issue we had before was that this isn't the same hose.
Okay.
We had one that popped out from here, and because of the length, we had this one. And so to try to keep it stable, we tied it up here. I guess we went a little too hard, but we're gonna shorten it up. The thing is, we didn't want it to pop out. We were trying to diagnose that, and so we purposely made it enough to hug this side, and we tightened it up, which became a problem at higher horsepower.
You gonna put the new one in anyways?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I would.
Definitely. This is a 3-year-old pump that came out of a rally car,
Oh, boy.
Definitely earned its price.
Yeah, rally car parts are always pretty wore out by the time the race is over. Oh, gonna get that pump switched out.
That's a whole lot of pounds.
Got it.
Fuck yeah. Wow.
407. We're gonna give it a little more sauce. See if we can get these boys a little more. Come on, baby. Keep in mind, stock motor. Will she hold? $411.
You're gonna need better tires.
Yeah, you might need some better tires. Look at him, he's excited, he's loving it. She took it. Check out that power graph. Doesn't get any better than that. Just sits there up top. Not bad. Awesome torque. Bone stock motor.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. How are you feeling about getting closer to 5?
On this?
Yeah.
We're out of fuel now for sure. Yeah, the injectors are maxed.
Give me that wide.
Regulator second.
It's still better than 1 pump.
Yeah, so 2 pumps and another regulator, and bump the base pressure up and go for it. We're pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, same. No, we're starting.
Yeah, these these injectors are ID 1050Xs. This is about what they max out at. My injector duty cycle's in the 90s, so we are where it should be.
And
So
it never drops. Well,
power stays up there and holds, so that's good as it's gonna get.
wow.
Timing's up there too, so everything's pretty good.
On the motor that was considered dead.
Yeah. So
On
this
the turbo that was considered seized.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little sit down after this video, guys, and I'm gonna show you. We're gonna talk about the story behind this car because it's pretty amazing. Well, this one's done, so I think it's time to get your beast on here and finally save the best for last.
Let's do it.
All right, well, just got the RS done. How you feeling over there, big guy?
Oh, Oh, I can't even put it to words, man. That's I came with, I don't know. I didn't expect this. It's so much more. So much more. Just.
Well, he's speechless, so that tells you everything you need to know. So here's where we ended up. We did a little test intake with no intake, 10 horsepower difference, but check that out. FP black, all in, stock heads on this car, stock cams, stock ports, no springs or retainers, 520 wheel horsepower, which is like a little over 600 on a dyno jet. Pretty insane.
The more I'm saying is, if I would have told you the heads had 156,000 miles on them, you would have never pushed this far.
No, I didn't expect it to go this far on the stock heads. I knew it would be a struggle.
Yeah.
We did have to push it really hard. We're running a lot of boost, more boost than I thought it should have took, but stock heads, I mean,
More
that's
boost than that turbo's even ready for.
yeah,
38.
yeah, we're running 38 psi all in on this thing on a journal bearing black.
The second the filter came off, that thing woke up though.
Yeah, we got the filter off there, it got a little more out of it, but you guys enjoy the show?
Yes, sir.
I wish we would have got some of the flames. We had some flames that are probably 10 feet long coming out of this thing at one point. So, well, it was a pleasure working with you today. You know, it's really cool to see an enthusiast like you who shares the passion that I have, because you literally overcame every obstacle today, which was a lot. I mean, from fuel pumps to just nonstop issues. You're out there fixing them in the parking lot, just kept going, didn't give up. We got through every single car, and we've been here all day. And, you know, like I said, it's really cool to meet somebody like you that, because, you know, I do this because I have a passion for this, but I could see you definitely do.
Definitely. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, and we've had a lot of time and like opportunity to grow more and more. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't have the connection with my customers like I do now. And I mean, that stuff's important to me.
This guy back here too, he's a big part of it. You right there, sir. You guys together are a good team.
And he's the one who painted the car.
It looks good too. Definitely eye catcher, I'll tell you that. Pretty cool car.
First person to cut off wheel to the fenders, to the quarter panels, which are hard to come by.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wouldn't be where it's at here if it wasn't for him. It's been
Yeah.
8 years, and this isn't where we're stopping. As a matter of fact, this is basically the end of the chapter. We're gonna run it at Renegades, so be there. And,
Renegades is what event?
the 18th, the 19th.
Okay.
Basically.
Oh, the DTP Race
event.
Wars?
Yep.
Yep. If you
Here's
guys
all
want
the
to see it, go out there and see it.
And after that, we got a very enthusiastic purchaser for everything under the hood. And we'll be starting a similar build as you guys.
Oh,
Hopefully we can keep up.
okay. All right, like that. Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a long day, but we got it. I mean, fought through all the issues, fixed them all. Results speak for themselves. I mean, look at the power graph on this thing. It just sits there all the way to redline. Pretty impressive. So, well, I'm going to end it there. Till next time, we'll see you all later. Peace.